from the smiling coast of West Africa, the Gambia, and of course, this is Star TV with the Breakfast Show, together with Mr. Sarah Kamara, Ndeye Fatou Diouf, and Jacqueline. My name is Cheikh Gueye. ñu nuyu leen bu baax di leen jaajëfal bu baax ci beneen programme yi Breakfast Show ñu koy def lundi diggante lundi ba àjjuma bu juróom-ñeneenti waxtu yi jotee ba fukki waxtu yeeg benn ci suba. di ci waxtaanee nag lu am solo lépp loo xam ne soxal na askan wi ne ci biir réew mi mu jar a waxtaanee dinañ ko indi ci programme bi le su ko defee ñu indi leen ko waxtaan ak yéen ndax yéen rek yéen a jar lu mel noonu le ci biir programme bi moo tax duñ ci wéet ndax faaw rek ñu am loo xam ne dinañ ko ci indi pour askan wi di ko bàyyi xel bu baax a baax ndax bu yàlla defee ngay ki nga xam ne yaa war a wax ñëpp dégg la. lu soxla askan wi lu la war nga ko mën a indi ci programme bi la ndax nit ñi jëriñoo ci loolu ñu duppee ko nag muy di Breakfast Show ñu am ci kontaante bu baax a baax boole kook ay naataango yoo xam ne seen xel màcc na lool ci liggéey bi moo tax lépp luñ ci waxtaanee rek ku ko déglu ku ne di nga ci njëriñoo ndax Sara Camara ku ko xam ku ne xam ne ndaanaan la ku koy séeri booy ma yeggali.
séeri Aïssa Néné tuuti
dafa nobaate man xamul naa ne su ma ne séeri rek mu ne ma Aïssa Néné tuuti Sara dafa nobaate bi picc yi di ko wëy man loolu ma jaaxal nan laa def ba nobaate Sara
jaaral fu ma jaar rek
xaaral ñun nuyu naa la
jaaral fu ma jaar rek
fan nga jaar
di la fay rek Kanifing Estate foofu laa jaar
fan nga jaar
Kanifing Estate la
xam nga su ma benn koto su xam nga bu ngee seetaan may ma nuyu ko bu baax
waaw
Ablaye Dramé ku koy Mr Bambas fële ca Tipakunda dafa am benn bés ma génn suma kër di dem liggéeyi as early as 7-8 I guess in the morning maa ngi taxaw suma boutique di defaraat suma belta bi nii rek mu romb ma rek ne ma non suma raka yaa ngi nice da nga set loxo waaye seetal fuñ mujjee de dama non suma raka yaa ngi nice da nga set loxo ma ne ko yee so yow kon mun nañoo bokka ndab nii mu ne ma xay yow bokka nañ ndab bu yàgga ma dem liggéeyi bi ma wàccee nga ñëw fekk koto yaa ngi toog just opposite suñu bunti kër si pharmacie bi di pakku naa
waaw
ñu ngi toog ñun fa lañ dee toog so koto yi lañ fa fekk ñu ngi toog ma dugga bro naka la ma ne ko ma ne bii kay xaaral ñu ñëw naan ma dugga ñu génnee brada kaasi teg pour ñëw naan ataaya su am action mu xew
waaw
so ñoom ñaara fa toog moo suma beneen koto
ban action mu xew
bàyyi ma kóodu non waxtaan la rek waxtaan
ok
si biir xam nga li ma min comme côté ñoo doon waxtaan rek because xam nañ ne man léegi-léegi dama leen di stop la maa jékki-jékki rek bëgg a dugal suma bopp si wax bi
waaw
mu gëstu dana ay suba raka ay yow wax ji bokkuloo si di mu ne ko Bambas yow tey suba nga ne ma nga ne ma ñu ñoo bokka ndab parce que nga ne suma loxo set na kon kay mun naa bokka mu ne ma waaye sa loxo tilim na kon tilimal nga ko
it's so funny.
Yep. Yeah. Anyway, ñu ngi laa jaajëfal dinaa jaar Kanifing Estate inshallah. Good morning.
Yeah, morning. Thank you very much, Lipsy. I would just like to say good morning to all wonderful viewers of Star TV right now, especially those who follow the breakfast show. And also good morning to my colleagues, that is Jacqueline and Ndeye Fatou, and also to the technical team, that are currently backing us. Today, we will bring you two newspapers, that is the Standard newspaper together with the Foreign newspaper on our today's news review.
I've seen some interesting stories in the Standard newspaper, and of course it would definitely, in fact, people have started talking about these things. It's very interesting.
Yeah, we will look at the main story that is on the Standard newspaper, which is Alaji Conte, says account blocked for political reasons. All right, and then that is the main story on the Standard, and then there are other stories there. Police break up rival APRC press conference and arrest, some officials. We've seen soldiers arrested, suspected drug baron from Senegal. And then there's a mega bank, central bank sue over $1 million for breach of contracts. And finance minister to a present budget on Thursday, that's the Gambian budget. And then court refuses bail for trio accused of stealing over $7 million. We also seen where the Commission on Political Debates, meet IPC over planned presidential debate. We've talked about the planned presidential debate here when Jacqueline did her presentation. Yep. But let's just focus our attention to the Alaji Conte saga, which says that his account has been blocked and for political reason. We all know this was raised, in a rally, by Honorable Lawyer Usainu Dabo, saying they block Alaji Conte account because he's a supporter, a sympathizer of the UDP. We all know he's the owner of Dabanani, all right? And then he has a contract that he had with one foreign company, and then he's been paid money. Normally, what happens, any amount of money, that exceed $2 million is, the bank has to send, reports, to the intelligence unit, to the finance intelligence unit of the police department, and then those reports were sent there. And then according to him, Conte, according to the interview, he said that the bank, do all the transactions, everything, they see to everything is clean. But, still now, the police, together with the IGP, is blocking the account, which is owned by him, why? For political reason. He even went on to say that the climate is not, good for him in this country right now, because sometimes he would like to enter into contracts. Even some people, some businesses would be afraid to enter into contracts with him, because of his supporting, one political party, which is the main opposition party. And I think if that is the case, if this is a political reasons, all right, then the government of the Gambia, should investigate this. All right, we all know right now it's on the newspapers. It has been raised, by the main opposition, that is Lawyer Usain Dabo, and I think right now, this is a democratic country. Everybody is free to associate yourself with any political party that you deem fit, right? So no matter if you're a businessman or not, right? So if that is the case, and then the police, the police should investigate this. All right, this is a matter of investigation. All right, because he even said that he's engaging his lawyers to see to it that he can, go to court and then sue for damages. All right, but the Standard newspaper contacted the the financial unit, that's the police financial unit, but they were out of reach. They also contacted, that is the police PRO, who was also out of reach. All right, but I know at the end of the day, the truth has to prevail. Yeah, because if it's politically motivated, the government has no right, has no right to block, a genuine businessman account just because of political reasons. If I told her it's not political reasons, all right, then let them come out. Let them come out, organize a press conference, and clear the air. Okay, and say, yes, we block the account because of this and that, this and that. But you cannot just block somebody's account like that and you just, keep quiet with it. Unless you have to make the public know the reason why you block, a businessman account. Because most of the reason that an businessman account is blocked, one, it can be money laundering. So if I told that Dabanani, let's say Alaji Conte, is engaged, in money laundering, they have to come out, and say it. If I told that he is clean, then my friend, they just have to give him his account back.
One thing is, it is not Alaji's personal account that was blocked. It is Dabanani's account, which is the company. So what I wanted to ask is, what does this mean? What will it mean if Dabanani signing a contract with Kai India? Is it Kai India? Yeah, the contract with Kai India, one of the 5 companies that won an ECOWAS contract for, the electrification project in the Gambia. So having the account blocked, what will it mean? Would it disrupt, the contract they've already signed with Kai India, who've won the,
because if this is between Kai India and then Dabanani. All right,
and that is between Dabanani and the Gambia.
Yeah. So here, if the account is being blocked, what will happen is, if Kai India knows that, okay, this account has been blocked, all right, and the contract has already been signed, they have to revisit their contract again, and either Kai India has to give the contract to another person, or if they can wait on Dabanani to declare himself, because right now Dabanani cannot start any work, you know, that is assigned to him by Kai India. So automatically there is already a stalemate right now. There's a standstill, you know, regarding, you know, that business, you know, contract, because of the money have not reached. The money has already reached in Dabanani account, but they cannot, you know, withdraw the money so that they can start to execute, you know, the work that they have an agreement, you know, with Kai India. So it's going to affect, you know, the contract between the two parties, because there's a duration, you know, time frame that you should start work. So this has been blocked. So I think he would do everything possible to make sure that, you know, the account has been cleared.
And, and the money involved in this contract is huge, because it's 10 million US dollars for installation fee.
Yeah.
That is not a small money.
You know? Yeah, that's not a small money. That's why I said, you know, any money that exceeds $2 million, all right, the financial investigation unit of the police should be notified, so that they carry thorough, you know, research to find out where the money comes from, so that they also know if the money is a London money or not. All right. So I think, according to Alaji Conte, the bank on several occasions have engaged, you know, the police about it, and even the bank said, you know, the transaction is clean.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good story.
And another important aspect is the police break up rival APRC press conference and arrest officials. Exactly, we'll be bringing in those videos and those audios. There are also some interviews that the Fountain Network also carried out, you know, on people who were present, you know, at the press conference. You know, I said it here the last time. What happens is the government of the day, that is the government of President Adama Barrow, all right, should be very careful, and then they should be very wise, all right. I said it, Jammeh is not part of our political process, okay. Jammeh should not be engaged in our political process. The government of the day are playing with fire. What they have to do is, the Equatorial Guinea ambassador is in Dakar. Let them call him up. Let him come to the Gambia. Have a discussion with him. Engage him. Let them engage ECOWAS. Let them engage, you know, AU, right? To make sure that, you know, Jammeh stop calling and interfering
in our political system.
Okay, in our political process. That's what they have to do. Because look at right now. What caused all these divisions, all this scenario, you know, all this, you know, arrests and everything, emanate from Jammeh calls. That I don't recognize these people, I recognize these people. And then talking about the protest, I don't think whether there is any law that says, okay, if you are doing a press conference in your house, you
need a permit.
You need a permit. All right. I don't think whether there's any law that says that. All right. So I want to know the main reason why the police has to go, you know, break up a press conference that is in a compound that has not disturbed the peace and tranquility of the country.
All right, until
honestly,
Zachlin
I think we will play some of those videos, especially some of the interviews that
exactly
Network did with, you know, some of the APRC and I would say the non-alliance, you know, militants, because they seem to be very, very disgruntled. Yeah, honestly.
And I will reserve some analysis for that, because I've seen a video where people were saying things that are not accurate.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Until Zachlin comes up with that story, then we will have to move on to another story that is making headlines.
Yeah, we've also seen on the Standard soldiers, you know, arrest suspect drug baron from Senegal, you know, which I think is a very good move, because what happens if you suspect, you know, any illegal activities, you know, happening within your surrounding, if you're a good citizen, what you have to do is to go and, you know, report it, and I think that's what somebody did. get here, report, activities that he or she, couldn't understand, within his surrounding to the military. And then the military carry out their research, and then what happens, they arrested, the person involved, and then they see to it that, he's engaged in drugs and some illegal activities, which I encourage, every Gambian, all right? We can only protect our country, all right? Reporting somebody doesn't mean that, okay, you are bad. Doesn't mean that you don't want your country, right? Drugs, we know, drugs right now are things that, hamper the development of young people. Drugs make young people to engage in illegal activities. So anybody who is, engaged in drug activities, either Gambian or foreigner, should be reported, and the law should take its course. We should not entertain, drugs in this country. Especially, somebody, from outside the Gambia, honestly.
And not only drugs, weapons were seized from this guy as well. When they made.
No, we all know that. We all know most of these drug barons. What they do is they have illegal weapons.
Exactly.
Weapons that they think they can use to protect themselves.
This, in fact, I will say this in our local language.
Yeah.
Dafa important torop. And then you ñu ngi wax nit ñi ne this is very important gis nga si dëkk bi nit soo nekkee ci réew yow yaay jagal réew mi te ni ngaa jagalee réew mi bokk na ci di muy seet li nga xam ne rafetul ci réew mi nga fexe dindi ko ci réew mi mais am na yoo xam ne yow yaa koo dindil sa bopp ba dafa am concerned authorities yoo xam ne loolu seen responsibility la ñoom la nguur dénk banxaas yooyu le pour ñu randal lu mel noonu ni ngaa def mooy jokkal ak ñoom parce que li waa ji def loolu la ñëpp war a def parce que bi mu gisee waa ji xàmmeewu ko te xamul ci lim nekk mu lëndëm ak moom lool si la dem engage police yi waxtaan ak soldaar yi expliqué leen am na ku ma gis de waaye nangam ak sangam dat loolu la nit doomi réew bu baax di def te bi mu ko defee rëccuwul ko benn yoon parce que after lañ understand ne kii mu ngi amoon ay drugs mu ngi amoon ay gànnaay waaye ci xibaar yi waxuñ ñu ban façon yi gànnaay la ndax fetel la amee woon ndax paaka la amee woon ndax jaasi la amee woon ndax sax catapole la amee woon kenn xamut waaye li ci garaaw rek mooy doon a drug cartel mooy drug dealer jaaykati drug bu mag li ci gën a garaaw sax mooy doomi réew mi jóge ci beneen réew ñëw di ko defee ci réewi Gambia ba pare amee ay ngànnaay kon dafa mel ni nit ñi war nañoo bàyyi xel bu baax ci loolu lu ñu war a waxtaanee la lu ñu war a gën a soññ ñi nga xam ne ñooy dëkk ci réew mi la pour ñu bàyyi ko xel bu baax.
waaw ak tamit lépp si dañu war a xool tamit suñ booda si. loolu xam nañ ne booda Gambia Sénégal. de very porous dafay jafe lool pour nga mën a monitor.
dafa am porous yoo xam ne mënuloo ko
Gambia Sénégal am na place yi nga xamante ne sax. yow doo mën a espèce nit dafa jaar all right nekk so sécurité bi mënuñoo contrôle di xool booda waaye dañu war a def suñu kéemtalaay kàttan ñu gis ne we monitored am nañ ay unit bi nga xamante ne all right moom mooy dem round the border gis nga soo demee America Mexico border bi all right they have patrols
patrol team
ok nekkoon na yow da ngaa ñëw rek nga station si benn place rek de but they have a patrol team nañ make sure ne jox nañ leen ay moto ay lifin yi nga xamante ne déew bi able to patrol across the border dem ak ñëw ñoom loolu rek mooy nekk their jobs because if not am na lu bëri nga xamante ne Gambia dafaa ñëw nekk a drug safe haven place bi nga xamante ne di nga mën a dem Europe ñëw jaar Sénégal jël drogue bi dugal ko fii nii génne ko fii yóbbu ko Bissau you see because it's linkage right so network bi they have a chain network a road network bi lañ war a dismantle
pour dëgëral sa wax sax
if they don't do that duñ mun a every day di nga dégg ne nit arrest nañ ko affaire de drogue why because of the network bu gaa yi dee jaar yoon yi they are still alive
pour dëgëral sa wax ji sax loolu mooy njëriñi community policing bi nga gis ne because su nekkee dañ ne community policing looloo njëriñ bi kon dama foog ne lu mel ni waxuma ne mun naa dañ parce que réew yi la gën a am kaaraange réew yi la gën a am matuwaay sax ba tey jugee am lu mel ni parce que fu nit war a mun a jaar dafa bari ci réew ndax ak loo munti def faaw mu am koo xam ne rek moom mu ngi fexe di seen nan la moo mën a def ba ricca ñi nga xam ne ñooy policiers ak soldats ci réew mi loolu mënut a ñàkk réew yi ñu gën a am doole ñu ngi ko def waaye li ñoo wax mooy dañ ci war a xar suñu tànki tubéy am na yoo xam ne dafa yomb torop parce que nit dina jógee fii léegi ne la maa ngi dem Sénégal léegi dem Sénégal léegi jël li moo jël indi ko Sénégal indi ko Gambia wala jëlee Gambie dugal bi Sénégal gis nga loolu la ñu war a bàyyi xel te gis nga réew yi nga wax ni ku musa travel dem up country dem si yenn dëkk yi nga xam gis ne dañ border ak Sénégal for instance dëkk yooyu noonu those are porous borders mënuloo ko control mënuloo every porous border nga station fa officials yoo xam ne ñooy watch over that porous border you cannot but that mobility moo tax mu important that patrol team loolu tax mu important parce que dinañ jógee from a corner to corner dinañ make sure ne everything lu nekk around ñu ngi koo gis they will be the watchdog they will have eye on those porous borders especially community bi nga xam ne ñoom dañ leen war a engage ba pare ñoom tam dañ leen war a ñaax soññu leen bu baax parce que ku ci gis loo xam ne lii du loo xam du loo ràññee ndax kii dëkk fi te melokaan yi na ci moom dëppawut ak melokaan yi ñu yaakaar ne kii ku ne ci li wóor noonu la war a mel li nga def mooy doxantul ndànk ci police bi la gën a jege wala amal seen nombre sax nga ko leen man de place sangam laa nekk waaye nag gis naa fi benn waay ci nangam ak nangam dañ ko dee bañ ca wax la ko in Europe da ngaa dégg nit ñi naan la am na màggati tubaab yoo xam ne defuñ dara su ñëwee suba ba am seen kaasi ko fi si parenteer yi la ñoo toog
waaw
suñ gisee koo xam ne mu ngi doxantu ku mel ni Sara Camara te dëkkul ci koñ bi understand luñ ko benn yoon mu taxaw ci boppi koñ bi di wax si téléphone wala moo xam na taxaw rek dañoo call police ne la lu am na ki ma gis mu ngi taxaw ci ma buntu kër wala si Johnson bi yàgg na fi trop te kii dëkkut fi lan la fi war a ban soxla la fi
waaw loolu moo nekk
kon loolu ñu ngee ñaax nit ñi nañ ko bàyyi xel bu baax a baax parce que liy aar réew mi ñun ñëpp ñoo ci war a dugal suñu loxo dugal xar si suñu tànki tubéy kon waajoo ji nu ngi ko jaajëfal bu baax a baax parce que bu waxutoon ak soldaar yi duñ xam ne kii ay ngànnaay a ngi woon ci moom drogue a ngi woon ci moom ak yeneen xaalis yoo xam ne sax xaalis ci beneen réew la te du xaalis ci réew mi rek kon kooku ci lu rëy la ne woon.
Yeah, thank you very much. Next, we see the finance minister to present budgets on Thursday, which is very, very important. And I think, everybody, we cannot say the whole Gambia can go to the National Assembly. All right, but those, who are very interested in going to the National Assembly can go to the National Assembly and listen to the budget. And then it's going to be broadcast also on radio, on the media. And I would encourage Gambians to also, read, newspapers, listen to the radios or watch the television stations so that they can know what the finance minister, says about our budget, on Thursday, so that they can also, add their views, which is very, very, important because this is the budget of the country. Every household, danga am dépasse, all right? Ministre bi lu moo ñëw def si alxames bii nii mooy dépasse réew mi fan la war a dem naka lañ ko war a spene so lii nii yëpp dafa war a soxal ku nekk all right because lii sun xaalis la lii sun tax la xaalis bi ñun ñoo ko moom kon every citizen fii ci biir réew mi da nga war a make sure ne at least yow xam nga ne ok sun xaalis bi si lii ak lii lañ ko war a dépense right because nit ki bala ngaa wax nga xam xaalis bi fan la mooy dem
exactly
waaw
kon loolu am na solo trop parce que banqaas bu ci ne nga xam ne nguur gi moo koy saytu nguur gee koy doxal nga xam ne seen dépense nguur gi lay bàyyeekoo kon bu mel ni budget boobule si la ñoo door a mun a xamee
is very important
bu ci ne lan la nguur gi fas yéene jox la nga xam ne loolu mooy doon sa dépense ci at bi yëpp bu dee ci wàllu ndaw ñi la bu dee ci wàllu wér-gu-yaram la bu dee ci wàllu nappa gi la bu dee ci wàllu lépp lu mu munti doon ci
wàllu wér-gu-yaram
waaw lépp ci budget boobu la war a ne kon ñu ngi xanaa kay ñu ngi anticiper pour gis a very very flexible budget a very very fine budget boo xam ne
No, for money flexibility wala fine budget dina fa nekk de.
No, money.
You know, because of the COVID-19.
No,
ñun xam nañ impact. Bi nga xamante ne COVID-19 am na ko fii ci biir réew mi. Especially around the world. Te am na secteurs yi nga xamante ne COVID-19 bi laal na leen trop. Especially on the health sector. The health sector is very weak right now. Education sector bi tamit affect na ko ak yeneen. So da nga gis ne budget bi dina gën a bëri si suma gis-gis budget bi dina gën a bëri ci comme budget bi nga xamante ne amoon nañ ko last year expenditure bi dina high because of COVID-19 because soo xoolee tamit it also affected our economy suñu koom-koom bi tamit daf ko over affect so da nga gis ne there's going to be a difference between bii nii ak bi nga xamante ne moo xewoon last year.
That being the case, Sarah, man foguma ne mën nañoo hide behind the issue of COVID-19 pour wane ne loolu moo tax budget bi dem ci kaw parce que soo bàyyee xel all the time su budget for instance su this year su budget bi nekkee $10 the following year dafa dem $12 or $13 or even $15 even without COVID-19 so ñun expect nañ ne budget bi dina high which is obvious we are not disputing that dina jógee fi mu ne woon dem feneen parce que even without COVID budget moom at bu nekk dafa am lu cee tegu waaye li ñoo wax rek mooy ne the flexibility and the fine budget li ñoo explain mooy na fekka muy lu méngoo ak kuréel wala mbootaay bi nga jox
méngoo li nga xam ne loolu lañ soxla
tey for example soo dee Minister of Youth and Sports youth and sports seen budget obviously dafa war a nekk lu rëy health for instance ok tey su health yelloo lu mel ni
waaye da ngaa gis ne most of the time Minister of Youth and Sports lu ñu di am si budget dafa ndaw
this is what I am saying moo tax ma ne
Minister of Youth and Sports yaa ngi boole ñaari banxaas yaa ngi boole ndaw yi yaa ngi boole
tàggat yaram moo tax nag ma ne loolu laa la moo tax ma ne ay xob ne
nga jël compilu ndaw jox nga ne waa jël leen lii nii
xam nga kon su boobaa kon amuloo ay very flexible budget amuloo fine one as far as ministre boobu is concerned foofu laay waxee nag moo tax ma ne ñu ngi anticiper pour at least gis ne ministre bu nekk wala mbootaay bu nekk sa budget at least dina la mën a accommodate sa budget di ngeen si mën a sukkandiku ba balaa at bi di jeex moom foofu laay waxee waaye ne budget bi moom dina xaay moom even with or without COVID budget bi dina jógee fi mu ne woon dem feneen loolu mënut a ñàkk
okay and the last on the Standard newspaper is the Commission on Political Debates meets IPC of a planned presidential debate. We've talked about it here yesterday that the commission is planning debates of all presidential candidate which is going to be very, very important. I think let's try to modernize our politics, all right? Let's try to bring something new in our politics, a politic of ideas, because nit ki tamit balam la muna salil tamit foog mu xam li nga xamantene marchandise
exactly dafa déggal lu dugg ci
right? So I would just like to say all political parties all presidential candidates should make it as a priority to come to the debate face the Gambian people and then tell them what you have for them. If you cannot come for me Lumaiwa then you are incompetent to run. Honestly, yow su fekkee ne ragal nga ñëw si debate sa morom yi ñëw nañ yow nga ragal a ñëw kon yow fituloo honestly the debate that happened between Halifa and Dr. Ismail Ceesay people applauded honestly and I think it was a very good platform.
Exactly.
Halifa Sallah will not say okay I feel big because I've been in the political arena for so long and Dr. Ismail Ceesay has just come is a small chap in the scene so I'm not going to no
it has nothing to do with that.
Halifa knows that okay this is the interest of the Gambian people, all right, that he has something to tell the Gambian people, he has something to say to Gambian people, he has something to sell to Gambian people. Dr. Ismail also feels the same thing. All right, so they laid that foundation, that platform. So I expect to see, all the candidates, be it the president, be it the main opposition, all of them, on one platform. Selling is going to be very, very, because you know why? That even, will call for unity. we'll call for unity. You know, there are no enmities, you know, between, you know, politicians. No.
Politicians, yep.
There's nothing. They just have different ideas, different opinion on different policies. All right, so they will be there to argue. All right, so that doesn't mean okay, these people, they are enemies, you know, to that NPP is an enemy to UDP, UDP is an enemy. No. All right, they have different ideas, different approach. Okay, so I expect all of them to be on one platform, and I would like to thank the commission, you know, for
coming up with such an initiative.
Yes, exactly, and I would like, you know, IEC, you know, to even empower them more, you know, so that at least this in the history of the country for the first time is going to happen, where it's going to be very lovely. Honestly, seeing Adam Barrow taking on, you know, lawyer Usain Dabo, that's going to be very interesting.
If it's my wish,
Yeah.
if it's my wish, okay, it's fine because they need to speak English. Then you want to like Angle or whatever. But the power time bo hamne, they will have to speak in our local languages. No,
I think that's going to bring confusion.
No, come on.
If you say in our local languages, if you say in our local languages, someone is there cannot speak, let's say Mandinka. Right?
Just speak the language that
someone is there cannot speak, let's say Wolof. You know, someone is there cannot speak. Then at the end of the day, what happens if they do it in Mandinka or they do it in Mandinka and Wolof? The Fulama will be there and say, this will, they are not fair. Why they don't do it in Fula? The Manjago will say, why not Manjago? The Sere will say, why not Sere? The Sarawale will say, why not? All right? So I think for me, English is standard.
No. No. This is the problem we have, Sarah. Okay. I don't know the way they're going to do it, but they should speak in our local languages. Because some political parties. Wallahi, political parties am agenda. Just because of Humbeli campaign trail. Same time campaign bi Humbel bi ceebu toy beeg ñoom day faltu di.
No, why most of the time
because
most of the rallies campaign yep is in local languages.
No, understand now. Understand now. It's in local languages. Why believe you me, those rallies am na ñu fa dem sax xamuñ lan la nit ñi di wax parce que
then they are not listening.
Then they would, even if you want to listen you will not get it. Xam nga li xew mooy daf day am noise sabar fële nangam yaa ngi tal fële yaa ngi xool fële gis nga but su fekkee ne it's a platform boo xam ne ñëpp a ngi ne teg di la déglu nga wax leen luy dugga seen noppa yi gis nga even suñ National Assembly that's the problem we have. su sitting amee si National Assembly bi only those that are educated, they am interest to listen or to watch what is happening at the National Assembly. Waron na suma mam nekk ci kër gi di leen déglu pour understand lan mo nekk ci budget bi. They need to be speaking in our local languages. That's what I mean.
But that's where
I will tell you one thing.
I think that's where the media also come into play.
No, media they will do their part.
The media has a big role to play. So the media has a big role to play. So fekkene yaa ngi cover a live event. All right? You make sure that you have people who are going to translate what is happening there.
What I am saying is different from this side.
Why su fekkente ne yow yaa ngi wax ne okay, let's have a debate. Debate bi nga xamante ne, all right, they will speak in local languages because at the end of the day dina am benn head bi nga xam ne dafay gis boppam.
No, li ma explain
because ñoom mënuñoo they cannot come across board.
I am not saying
all languages.
No, sorry, I am not saying they should speak Wolof. I am not saying they should speak Mandinka. I am not saying they should speak in Jola. What I am saying is in our local languages. Any language that you are comfortable with, your sunake your Jola nga bëgg lakal Jola. Ana interpreters yoo xam ne ñu fa they are interpreting in Mandinka, in Serer and what other language.
So why not we do it in English and they interpret?
No. Look. I'm not media houses yoo xam ne amuñ all these interpreters. One thing is they should be speaking in our local languages. We are not saying waruñ ta wax Anglais. War nañoo wax Anglais. But you go to countries like Senegal, for example, even at the National Assembly, MP you wax di làkk Wolof.
Yeah, that's
People
Senegal.
will get it.
Yeah.
Xam nga lan moo tax ma jox la example. People will say, all the time dama dee bëgg a jël Sénégal parce que ñun ak ñoom benn lañ ñooy suñu néebo for example nga toog ni kii naan ma cuunal ma télé Sénégal nañ seetaan bi xam nga do you know why Gambians are watching those TVs two main things benn because ñu ngi laaka li nga dégg they are speaking Wolof because dégg nga Wolof or even if they are speaking Mandinka because dégg nga ko and mostly in all their programs mostly they speak Wolof ñaar it's lively they entertaining you but su fekkoon ne seen programmes yëpp they are coming there to speak French man maa yow dégguñu français I would not waste my time to listen
to me Lipsy do you realize that in our homes maire yi paa yi
waaw
ñi nga xamante ne sax dégguñu angale
waaw
dinañ wax seen doom yi taalal ma Joy Prime
you know why
déedéet just wait
waaw
taalal ma
Joy Prime
because of series yu nekk foofu noonu
waaw I will tell you why
and those series are in what language
I will tell you why
those series are in what languages
English
they are in English language
waaw
and they watch it
it's different
and they understand
it's different loolu dafa am action this is a movie ay mbéjam mais bi gis na xay mbéj na ko di la safara si tàkkara gis nga this is different because Mary am nañ lu ñoo enjoy si film bi léegi-léegi nga gis ku jóg mu ne woy ndeysaan woy gestul dina la jam because this is something they see you could enjoy
do you remember Maria de los Angeles
bul wax sax Maria de los Angeles
Esmeralda
dinaa leen dimbale
all of them
dinaa leen dimbale bul wax sax Maria
the majority of people watching it you know can't speak English but at the end of the day
Sarah,
they can tell you word for word Esmeralda lu wax kii ne
do not fight you over this
kii ne
daala dimbale sax su dee loolu ngay wax ñun bi ñoo gën a nekk xale fii ñëpp dañ daan seetaan Indian films they were not speaking English si seen films si Indian la gaa daan laaka te ñun dañ daan am fiti dëgër dañ daan am fiti taxaw di translate loolu hay yaa ngi fàttali bu mu ko waxee nangam ak nangam te yàlla xam na ne ñun dégguñ but because of action bi moo ñu won ne nangam la ko wax so Mary tamit loolu la because of it's visual it's something that you're seeing ñoom ñu ngi enjoy loolu noonu
body language
ak yooyu noonu body language bi ak yooyu so it's different buñ waste time si loolu I just hope they do that
thank you very much let's just go to the Foroyaa newspaper, where top official of Jammeh back no alliance movement orders detain and release. The story has also been carried by the Standard. And then National Fish Waste Liquid Fertilizer and Beekeeping Business Enterprise launch. Gano leader accused police of abusing their authority. We've seen the Q Group Foundation and MOPSI establish scholarship program for students in STEM field. And Halifa Saleh says DOI will not close just to change a face. First batch of tourists arrive in the Gambia. And then Wuli Isnam concerned about Gambians' dependency on tax. Yeah. And then we see on the editorial, inter-party committee and courts, can a civilian arrest a civilian, which is very, very important, you know, on the PDIS DOI. But let's just look at what Halifa Saleh said here, which is very, very important.
It is important.
That DOI will not march just to change a face.
Yes.
We know that right now. Is it today or tomorrow? Today, maybe. I think there was a press release that has been sent around, you know, by CA. CA, the lady, what is the name of the lady again? Is it Nene?
I forgot.
Yeah, all right. That, you know, there's a coalition, you know, that they are going to work on, and I think there's an agreement. So they're inviting the media, you know, to come on board so that they can, you know, translate, you know, the work that they have been doing up to date. All right. So Halifa saying, you know, most of the people go into coalition just to change a face. That's what happened in the last coalition elections. That's what happened in the last elections. All right. They came together, form one powerful, you know, party, and then just to kick Jammeh out. And at the end of the day, what happened? The coalition breaks. So anybody going into coalition should have learned, you know, from what transpired, you know, in the coalition that brought, you know, Barrow to power. I think that's why Halifa said they are not only going to march just to change a face. What DOI is working on, they're working on a system change. They want to change the whole system, not just to change the government.
Okay. Sarah, hate him or like him, but this is the truth about Halifa. You see, Halifa is a very genuine politician. hate him or like him. We're here to analyze what has happened. Gis nga, I remember be that change ame. Halifa stood up and said, we need a system change. A system change. Nit ñi understanding ko time boobu noonu. Some people attacked him. Some people dañ génn sànni dafa ñaan because system bi dafa change lan moo tax muy wax loolu waaye understand ñu ne he was saying ne the system bi change, regime bi moo change. After Halifa himself educated so many people to understand the difference between the system change and the regime change. So li moo wax mooy for the fact ne waxoon na ne system bi change moo tax they've been careful ne ñoom duñ dem form a coalition with anybody just because they buga change the face, they buga change the presidency, they buga change that. No, they are going to have an alliance with somebody ko xamne dina understand their principles. They will come in the same time. Understand? Pour understand this is what we need to do if we are to go to coalition. Moy dañu am lo xamne dafa change the whole system. We cannot be living in the past. We cannot be doing the same thing that we've been doing 50 years ago. Lii moo tax Halifa Sallah wax ne ñoom duñ jékki-jékki rek dem boole ak nit ne dañ bëgg a foxati nguur gi ci diw sangam wala dañ bëgg a change diw sangam dañu war a change déedéet. ñun suñoo dem bokk ak nit pour ñu form coalition ñu def benn pour mun a xeex wala dem taxaw dafa nekk koo xam ne su ñëwee at least ñu ni neen liñ indi ak lim indi buñ ko boolee dinañ gis ne loolu de suñu yàlla mayee ndam dinañ mun a change réew mi ba nga xam ne liñ fi daan def ay juróom fukki at ci gannaaw te féema wut ñu ndax doxalut réew mi yóbbuwul ñu kanam ñu fexe ba génne ko fi indi fi loo xam ne mooy yóbbu réew mi kanam foog na politicians yëpp nii la ñu war a xelaatee and this is very good li moo wax it's good doo jóg rek ne damaa bokkaa Sara Camara ñu def coalition dem génne Adama Barrow pour lan
because some people I think that's the only idea that they have. Well, we don't like Adama Barrow, so let's come together and just remove him. If you remove Adama Barrow, what next for you? What are you going to do again?
That is the question.
All right. And that is the problem that they have, you know, when they did the coalition. All right. At the end of the day, the coalition has to break. Some people, you know, has to leave. Right. So if you're doing a merger, make sure that there are genuine reasons why you are doing a merger. And I think CA and other political parties who are right now thinking of doing a merger, all right, they have genuine reasons. All right. Not just to change a face, right? A merger that's going to bring difference, right? But if you do not provide people with anything genuine, even if they merger, people will not, you know, see them as genuine people. Honestly,
I only hope it's genuine because
and another
we just
interesting
don't want to change. We need a very reasonable one, a meaningful one.
Exactly. And another interesting thing is we've seen the Kuguru Foundation, MOFSI, establish scholarship programs for students in STEM field, which is very, very important. And I think, you know, students should be catered for. You know, in the Gambia here, educational programs are very important, but most of the time, we all know education is very expensive. Past the primary school level, you know, although government schools, there are no school fees, but past the primary school level, the junior secondary school level, the senior secondary school level, now into the university, that's where the expenses comes from. All right, and then you have poor people, you know, people who not have money, you know, people who are, you know, having difficulty even to survive. You know, they have sometimes they have, you know, kids, children who are very, very brilliant, who do wonderful, you know, at the senior secondary school level. But what happens is they don't get the money to finance their university programs. Right. So I think this is very, very important.
It is a good move.
And then it should not be only, you know, Q group. You know, we have a lot of businesses in this country. All right. What are they giving back to the Gambian people? Boy, it's not only about you know, sponsoring Nawetan, you know, and then, you know, sponsoring artist programs, this and that, buying tickets, this and that. No.
Invest in our education.
It's not only that. When we talk about invest in the country, invest on the youths, okay, we're talking about even the educational sector. All right? What will stop a company like Africell, a company like QCell, a company like Gamcell, you know, Trust Bank, Standard Chartered, all other companies, they are big companies, and they are making serious money. What will stop them, to have a scholarship package, for students? They go, have an MOU, with MOPSI. Try to make sure that, every year we are going to sponsor, these, 10 or 15 university students, provided that they meet these criteria.
That's right.
Honestly,
that's right. Let's waste more. Let's not waste more time on the newspaper review, because we have some other things to talk about as well. What else do we have on the newspaper?
Yeah, I think the first batch of tourists arrived in the Gambia. We've dealt with that, and then the Ghana leadership accused police of abusing their authority. That's what happens. We will talk about it more when Jacqueline comes on board. And then top official of Jammeh Bag, no alliance on orders, detained and then release. We've seen that. And then the National Fish, Liquid Fertilizer and Beekeeping Business Enterprise launch, which is also very, very important. And Woolly is now concerned about, Gambia's dependency on tax, loans, and then grants. We've also seen that on the front page of the Fourier newspaper. We've also know that the Gambia female team has also, progressed. I said it here, they were going to progress. That is a story Jacqueline will be very happy to present. Yes, exactly.
Jacqueline is waiting for that. Is that all?
That's all, yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sarah Kamara, Mr. Managing Director. Jerejef, that does it for the newspaper review. We will go for a short break, and when we come back, we will welcome Jacqueline. Thank you.
Stylist record. Papa bara yo nyung lay ñaan lepp naay do. Gambia dafa nice. Gambia da ku ñepp lo. Waxatuma ak so se xex ak dollar lepp nice. Ana olof di xex ak so se lepp nice. Ana Njago di xex ak Bamba na lepp nice. Ana Pël bi di xex ak Jola na lepp nice. Suñu réew dëkku diine la, Gambia dëkku jàmm la. Ku ko nara indil problème yaa ci dellu. Laajal Mr. Jammeh amoon na fi guddi. Laajal Mr. Jammeh amoon na fi guddi. Suñu réew dafa nice. Waral wol bi suñu réew dafa taaru. Fii lañ lay woowee añ ci benn bool yow. Fii lañ lay dogalee mbuñ ci benn bopp. Mbaa xam nga sa bopp ndax ñun ñi kenn duñu wax suñu bopp. Suñu réew way ko war na ma képp kuy doomu réew mi jugal yëngatu. Képp kuy doomi réew mi jugal yëngatu. Suñu réew dafa nice, dafa wara nice. Gambia dafa nice, dafa wara nice. Suñu réew dafa nice, dafa wara nice. Suñu réew dafa nice, dafa wara nice. Gambia dafa nice, dafa wara nice. Papa bara yow ñu lay ñaan lépp nice. Suñu réew dafa nice, dafa wara nice. Gambia dafa nice, dafa wara nice. Suñu réew dafa nice, dafa wara lépp nice. Taxaw ci tali bi le wax lu la neex, tu démocratie de. Taxaw ci dëkk bi de saaga ku la neex, tu démocratie de. Dégg lu la naxari de wax ko ci baat, mooy démocratie de. Lépp li nga bëgg yow fay ko ci baat, mu démocratie de. Xam sa waru gar di ko doxee mooy démocratie de. Man duma saaga suma njiitu démocratie de. bëggoon ngeen ñu wax def ko ci dëgg mooy démocratie de suñu réew dafa nice dafa wara nice Gambia dafa nice dafa wara nice suñu réew dafa nice dafa wara nice lépp nice suñu réew dafa nice dafa wara nice Gambia dafa nice dafa wara nice Papa yow ñu ngi lay ñaan lépp nice suñu réew dafa nice dafa wara nice Gambia dafa nice dafa wara nice suñu réew dafa nice dafa wara lépp nice 22 years ya bine gon lépp nice no Papa Barrow ñu ngi lay ñaan lépp nice na ñu ngi lay ñaan jëma xool askani réew mi buñ ko yàq suñ ko yàqee Gambia yàqu ñu réew dafa nice Gambia dafa nice
Welcome back to the Breakfast Show here on Star TV, coming to you live from our studios in Churchillstown. And of course, it's time to welcome Miss Jacqueline Coley.
Yes, please.
Such model. That's what Sarah says anyway, and he got it right. Sarah, no. What I'm say model?
No, I told her to go into modeling.
Yeah,
you know, she has the image.
Is it because she's tall?
Yes, she's tall.
And what else?
Yeah.
It's not my thing, actually.
It's not your thing. And what is your thing?
My thing is to be a journalist.
Journalism
is my thing. Yeah.
This thing is your thing.
This one is my thing.
The thing you are thinking now. Anyway,
okay.
And you're finding it.
Yeah.
Believe it, you're finding it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a passion.
Yeah, it is. You're doing good. Just keep it up.
Thank
but
you.
What do you have for us today?
Okay, first of all, today we are talking about the APRC, about the issue, the No to Alliance movement.
Yeah.
Yesterday they were at Geralding's house for a press briefing.
Geralding
Sanyang house,
yeah.
And the police ambushed them and arrested Geralding Sanyang and some of the APRC supporters. They took them to the Banjulinding police station. It resulted to the PIU getting involved. It was a lot of chaos, and a journalist from Kirfatu was also arrested along, but he was later released because the police said it was a mistake that he got arrested alongside with them. So, okay, let's have Basiru.
Yeah, before that, because I think I've also watched, news where the police said, well, the journalist was not arrested. I think I watched it. It wasn't on QTV last night.
Okay.
The police said that.
Yeah, that if the police said, if they said he was arrested, he was not arrested. Okay. Well, something happens, and then he sat with them to discuss with them.
It wasn't arrest.
Yes,
they were just discussing.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So
then someone must have said.
I don't know who is right, but yeah.
But the good thing is he is free.
The good thing is he is free, and then I think Geralding is also,
Yeah, he was released. Geralding was released on bail.
Exactly.
Yeah. Geralding was released on bail, but we don't know on what conditions.
Yeah.
We don't know on what conditions. And I think this is making headlines. Since yesterday, it's a talk of the town.
Yeah, I think what happens, if we can just get the video feed.
Basiru, could help us with that. Basiru, could you please help us with the videos?
From
Kirfatu.
Yes, Bas.
Assalamu alaikum mbadi won mo wa santi e kanji be tel fadu live belale jereni ko da kono APRC milko not coalition ko e organize a press conference but someone prince na raja ikay ko alma pami do so pour ade dangum station do bari sanda kanji be don party and political jayni fele santi afla kana station do because ikade dangu station do ba jayni manso bare nga piaru jene jang sansa ina rajang kana jende no ka samba station do ke padu la ni non jela nit sansa na fle ani police opera station do metem mo mi do jende e be life is that what keri
anyone lo xamne
jende
calm down
on e be life keri fadu is that mo keri nja
yes yen ñu jele they said they have come for me I don't know why I don't know yet why they have come for me but they call me at the station and I'm going to answer to them now they will tell me what they needed me for we have to go so I am going
okay you don't apply for me
you have never seen a press conference I have never seen a conference I have never seen a press conference inside our home it never happened I have never seen a press conference inside his home with a permit. I have never seen it. And we have right to do it inside our home. They cannot stop us to do this. They have no right to enter in our home and not to give us access to our press conference. And we will see that if this happens, we can...
Good afternoon, this is the Fat Network and my name is Mati Senghor. Here we are at Banjul. The APRC Nutu Alliance Movement should have had their press conference at Laming, but then they were denied access to the press conference. So they're here at Banjul to show how angry they are regarding this issue. So I'll be talking to some of them here to know what really happened. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, where could be?
Man mangi tuddu Seynabou Jammeh.
Tay ba ngeen am lu leen ayé pour ngeen def press conference.
Dañoy ñëw be kër Faba ki naka laata sa jéré ñu féké fofu ay police. Ñu laajte ñu ne Jere amul right pour mu def meeting ci këram waaye Jere lu mu leen tontu mu ne deful meeting conférence la def waaw loolu moo tax ñu ñëw téye ko
waaw léegi ndax dañ am ñu arrêté wala
yóbbu nañu ko de
moom Jere si xam la gay yóbbu
ñaar lañu yóbbu dégg na ñu ne keneen ki naka la sa prof baaji am na ñu sànni tiyagas waaye am na ko xam ne lakk na ci tànk bi
léegi ana fi la xanoon
yóbbu nañu ko tamit waaw
ci police bi wala mu ci lopitaan bi
xam naa ne police bi lañu nekk waaye ñu ne Jere yóbbu nañu ko de léegi xam naa dinañ leen yóbbu ñoom ñaar waaye man sama gis-gis man Seynabou Jammeh man ñu ne coalition man ne bëgguma coalition boo gisee ma wane man bëgguma coalition Fabakary Tombong Jatta moo ma ne bañal coalition laaj ma lu tax ma wax moo ma wane ma bañal coalition Baro bu mu toogee Fabakary Tombong Jatta moo ñëw ne nguur seetaani la nguur safiri 5 la Baro baaxul Baro siis nañ suñu bagage bi tey ñu ñoo taxaw ñu ne boo gisee ñu def coalition pour Baro mu mun a indi Yaya Jammeh su élection Baro moom mu toog si télé bi mu ne moom amul doole pour indi Yaya Jammeh léegi banu dof moo war a jël kartam di ko jox Baro jigéen ndax góor da nga tekk jigéen ko xam ne yow bëggoo ko waaye boo gisee Fabakary Tombong Jatta mu am right boobu no parce que ñun bëgguñu coalition moo tax mu yónnee ay militaire ay police ñu ñoo jàppa Jere loolu mooy problème bi waaye Fabakary Tombong Jatta ñu wax ko ne ñun yëpp amul ko xam ne foore na la loi moo ñu jox li nga bëgg kenn du la forcer nga ne dem nga sànni diw ñun bëgguñu Baro bëgguñu Baro tey bëgguñu Baro ëllëg waaw loolu mooy suñu problème.
ok sa gis-gis si tey lu xew tey sa gis-gis lu xew tey.
li xew tey dafa doy waaru te mu nekk loo xam ne dafa ruusloo Gambia the whole Gambians because lala as a serviceman ñu dugal la ci loo xam ne yow mi sa bopp da ngay jalgati loi bi nga dem jalgati ko lii dafa doy waaru bi mooy second time ñu ko def Jerending because first time bu ñoo dem suñu rally in Kanilai Jerending fii lañ ko stop ci Banjul police station bu affaire bi tàngee ci lañ ko wax ne ñoom Rambo ñoo leen wax ne pour ñu stop ko bu mu dem Kanilaay ban right la ñu am tey encore ci conférence presse conférence bi ñu defaat ko presse conférence boo xam ne yaa ngi koo def sa kër ban pamet ban loi moo musa toog ne soo waree def presse conférence sa kër war nga am pamet loi boobu amut si Gambia soo ñu yuus leen policiers yi seen bopp ñi nga xam ne ñoom ñoo jàngal loi bi ñu yuus leen pour ñu jalgati loi bi ñoom ci seen bopp ñu jógaat dem jalgati loi bi dañoo dem fekk jaare ni suma kanam la ñu late ko ñoom ci seen bopp xamuñu ko waaye bu ñu ñëwee dañ ko late kan mooy jeere bu ñu leen man ñu ne ko yooyu jeere ni saaya mu ne leen waaw ñu ne ko na nga ñëw uyu ñu Banjulinding police station mu ne leen lan moo xew ñu ne ko because dañ ñu jox information ne yaa ngi oote meeting sa kër te amuloo permit jeere di nee leen non man oote wu ma meeting li ma oote mooy presse conférence te presse conférence ñu ne ko waaye amuloo permit mu ne leen non permit lii musta am permit si loi Gambia amu fa so am naa right pour def presse conférence suma kër ñu ne ko ok mu dem uyu moom si boppam bëggutoon a dem waaye ñun militants yi ñun ñoo ko ne jeere kaay ñu dem understand nga because mu ne man yaaxuma dara si loi Gambia so lan laay dem uyu ñu ne ko non nañ dem rek so si biir ñëw bi ñu ñëw ba si yoon bi ñu tase ak para yi seen renforcement bu ñu tasee ak para yi wàcce ñu ne dañ koo jël forcé dugal ko si moto bi ñu ne leen non da ngeen ko oo mu ngi ñëw pour aussi leen so amu leen right pour jàpp ko dugg leen si moto bi because su fekkente ne loolu la kon yéen du oo ko pour mu ñëw uyu leen rek moo tax am na leneen li ngeen si bëgg a def ñu commencé di sandi tear gaz yi ba am na ñoo xam ne dañ si gaañu yu sérieux ci la ñu jël jërënding encore ñu jëlee prof suñu caméraman bi ñu jël leen dugal leen si moto bi isi leen Banjulinding police station so ban right la ñu am.
so right now jërë mu ngi si station.
right now jërë mu ngi si station bi wala nekko fa léegi des na si ñoom waaye ñun lu ñu gis mooy yóbbu nañ ko ci police station bi su dee dañoo struggle yóbbu ko feneen ñun xamuñu waaw waaye lu ñu mun a wax mooy mu ngi si police station bi bu Banjulinding.
léegi lan mooy seen taxawaay si lu xew nii. lan mooy seen taxawaay si lu xew nii.
ñun suñu taxawaay mooy nañu bàyyi Jërënding ñun ñu demaat baag def suñu presse conférence loolu moo ñu fi ici suñu taxawaay bi yëpp xuloowuñu xeexuñu lu ñu bëgg mooy nañu bàyyi Jërënding ñun ñu dem suñu presse conférence bi waaw.
mbokk yi lii moo fi jot a xew fu mu nekk nii ñu ngi gis gars yi waa APRC Noto Alliance movement bi ñu ngi wax ne ñoom dañ leen aayee def press conference ci kër yi jeere lu ñoo def rek mooy am ak waxtaan ak ñeneen ñu fi nekk rek. asalaamaaleykum. good afternoon sir.
man asalaamaaleykum man li ma bëgg a pour wax leen mooy maanaam Gambian government dañu war a def bàyyi seen xel bu baax. Because
well, those were scenes from the police station in Banjulinding with effects of Jërënding Sanyang being arrested. Now, you could see that the militants were not happy. They wanted Jërënding to be released and they went back to do their press conference. But Sarah, do you think press conference will involve party militants?
No, I think I said it. If you organize in a press conference, right, it's supposed to be the organizers, those people who organize. If at all there is 5 people that are going to talk, or your executives, just bring the executive on board, and then they bring the media, and then you have your press conference. That's what a press conference is. But if you organize a press conference and your old militants come in the press conferences, it's even dangerous for the media, for the journalists.
You have seen
imagine if a journalist asks a question, that the militants don't want, or they see, that journalist has been biased with the question that the person asks, right? What will happen? They would attack or harass that media personnel. So I think they should not have involved their militant. I can give a very good example. It happens with the UDP. All right, with a foreign journalist who Keba Jefan by then, he was working with the Fourier newspaper. They organized, a press briefing, and the party militants were all there, and Keba Jifang is a journalist, and he happened to ask a question that was not welcomed by the militants. At the end of the day, what happened? He was attacked and harassed. So you see, so you don't organize a press conference involving your party militants. The organizers of this press conference should know better that any press conference involved is between the executive and the media. Finish. Let the militants stay at their home. At their home, whatever information they want to know, the media would transmit that message to the party militants.
Well, sir, I think the IGP has something to clarify here, because according to the man that Ikir Fatu journalist was interviewing, what he explained was when the police came, they told General Sanyang that you are having a press conference at your house, but you don't have a permit to do so. I'm asking, when has it become a law that you need a permit? No,
I think here nobody, because if you watch the footages of the interviews, and you also watch the other interview that Kirfatu did and the other one that Fatu Network did, all right. For me, I've seen two different type of explanations. All right. One is saying, well, he is taken because of, he don't get the permit, to organize it at his house, which I think that you don't need a permit to organize, a press conference in your house, just a press conference. But sometimes I think the authorities can intervene when you have a large crowd. Exactly. Like the larger crowd that they have. All right. And the other aspect of it is, the other scenario is they said, well, since IEC already recognized Fabaka Tombong Jatta, those people should not use the colors at any gathering. They should not use the colors of another political party. Meaning it's illegal. Which I say that one, if I don't use that one is a genuine one. All right, because I said it here, in our previous programs, that the Ghana party, together with the Noto Coalition, group, they should not use the colors, the emblem, anything that signifies APRC. All right, they are free to use, images of their former. Yes, president. All right, but they should not. So those, I don't know the main reason why the police, have to go and intervene. Maybe the police PRO will come out, in a press release, and then clear the air.
And one thing as well, looking at the interviews, if you look at what that woman says, it tells you there is this feeling you have as to which one to believe. Though the man has said that was said to Jerending, you organize a press conference in your house and you don't have a permit. Do we know whether that what the police says? We don't. We don't know exactly. We just have the man say. This is just what he say. And that woman as well did say that Fabaka Tombong Jatta was the one who sent the police. And to my understanding, I think that is not possible. Fabaka Tombong Jatta have authority to send the police. Authority, he cannot send the police to go and arrest Jerending.
Jerending is the only person that can tell us what really conspired.
Exactly. Jerending is the person who can tell us, or the police can say, this is what we said to Jerending when we went there. This is the reason why we went there.
This also have been put to a stop. This also have been put to a stop if the authorities, the Barrow government, intervene and stop Jammeh from talking to people here. As simple as that. Really? As simple as that. He should not meddle. He should not meddle in our politics right now. Okay? He should not meddle it.
Definitely.
If the government don't do anything, because I heard that they say next Saturday also he's going to speak to them in a.
Sarah, are you saying he's the one that is causing this division?
He is he's not. I'm not even accusing him. I'm saying he is the cause.
It has started when
he is the cause of this division. He is the cause of this the foundation. Hamga Soita Bakir.
Yeah.
Concrete bi. My foundation bi. Jammeh my foundation bi.
Yeah, because
he is the cause. He is the cause.
Exactly. The reason why Sarah is saying this is clear. We were not having these situations. Understand? Until Jammeh speaks out. Jammeh heavily selling this division. In fact, Momoko divide. Momo gina ne divide na guy nagam. Once nga def lolu, division ñëw na. These people stood their ground to say that ñom am the right to bear the name APRC with the backing of IEC as well. So su fekkee ne Jammeh mu ngi continuer di wax, and those people ñu ngi still believe that Jammeh, what Jammeh is saying is something that they should listen to, something that they should abide by, and that if he continues,
because these are people you know, they are ready to follow Jammeh. That's what they said. That's what they said on their interview.
Yeah, someone said
they are ready to follow Jammeh. So what the government should do right now is to call the ambassador at Dakar, the Equatorial Guinea ambassador, let him engage the president, Equatorial Guinea, let him engage ECOWAS, let him engage the AU, and tell them that Jammeh should stop meddling in the affairs of our country. Period.
I think something needs to be done.
Something needs to be done.
Yeah,
my friend.
Yeah. What exactly?
For me, what I see is maybe Barrow give Jammeh freedom too much. No, honestly.
Okay.
No, honestly.
Not correct.
All right, let's move on.
Not correct.
Honestly.
Let's
move away from that a little bit. Now, the GDC officials appear at the house of the NAM leader, Jerinding Sanyang, amid his arrest. They were there to show solidarity to Jerinding Sanyang amid his arrest that very day. What's your take on this?
Does it not ring a bell?
Well, it rings a bell because for me, I'm not surprised. I would say I'm not surprised that GDC went to Jerinding to show their solidarity. You know why I said I'm not surprised? Because looking at the comments, statement made by Aissatou Jifanga. Is it Aissatou Jifanga of APRC? That they are women mobilizer.
Yeah.
All right. In a rally in Sukuta, Aissatou said it is GDC of Mama Kandeh, and UDP. She mentioned somebody, and then she also make mention of Haidara, Gano, that these are the people who organize and finance these people to have their first rally in Kanilai.
Oh, okay.
All right. So it's me seeing, because they've already stained on it. So seeing GDC there, it rings a bell, because both maybe Mama Kandeh of GDC was even thinking that Jammeh would say, okay, let's go into coalition with
the GDC.
Because GDC is a product of
the APRC.
Okay. All right. So it's not a surprise to see Mama Kandeh, going to Jerinding, to offer support, to the NATO Alliance, people, honestly.
Yeah. They both see GDC, APRC. Okay. Yeah.
And also, the Path Network understands that the GDC, the people that went there were
MC Cham and Mama Kandeh himself.
And Mama Kandeh himself.
No, you look at the pictures. It's already there.
It's already there. You
look at the picture. That's MC Cham,
and that's
Mama Kandeh, the other guy.
Definitely,
that
half time.
The
NATO Alliance members.
Yeah, but it's also it's also positive in a way. Positive in a way that sometimes you can go to show solidarity to your political opponent. Who you think their right have been seized, their authority has been seized. It's also good to go and show your solidarity, because you are all on the same platform.
That shows a sense of like peace.
Yeah, sense of peace, exactly.
Yeah.
So we move on to another story from the Path Network, that the vendors speak as power shortage hits the nation. Sarah, I know you want to say something about this because your area is the most heated.
It's not. Look. The problem of NAWEC, I'm saying, is not only vendors.
It's not.
Honestly,
right?
It's not only, even the kids. Okay. Even the kids, if they can speak to the press, they will speak to the press. Honestly, the issue of NAWEC for me is becoming a burden. Why I said that? Why I said that is because of when Barrow comes into power. I think the amount of money he injected in NAWEC, he not injected in any sector.
No,
and still now, And still now, our problem is still the same problem. The same problem that my grandfather left here.
Same old story.
Is the same problem that is.
Old
If,
So when we are
if you
going to
wait,
graduate from this, but maybe we'll graduate from it soon because of the OMVG project that President Biden.
if you wake my grandfather right now and ask, he will tell you it's the same old problem. The same thing.
telling you.
The same thing.
Okay, let's
Honestly.
go. Let's.
Yeah, but I think with the coming of the OMVG,
Yeah.
I think at least the load, will be
decreased a little bit.
decreased, and then we will have let's say by next year, normal electricity stability. Yeah, exactly. But I know right now, Soma and the surrounding right now are enjoying electricity. Yeah, honestly.
All right.
Okay, so the vendors at the Serakunda market over the weekend called on NAWEC to stabilize the supply of electricity and water. They raised concerns over the constant power failure from NAWEC, which led to the damage of properties and affected businesses within the market. Over the years, the availability of water and electricity has become a major concern to many communities within the country.
Yeah,
And that is true.
and that is true, because right now, if you look at the vendors right now, right, you go and buy, your products,
Yeah.
and then you want to come and sell it, all right? But you know that you cannot sell everything at once, right? So you should have a storage facilities. They have storage facilities, but at the end of the day, what happens? No matter that storage facility, if there's no electricity, it's spoiled.
One thing.
Your wife goes to the market, shop for the whole
week or something.
okay, and then store it in the fridge. Electricity goes off, doesn't come for 12 hours, for 6 hours, doesn't come. Some of them get rotten and then spoiled.
Yes.
That's money spoiled.
loss.
That's losses.
One problem vendors have, and those that are producing in the Gambia, has always been packaging and
storage facility.
And having storage facility with the small space they have and the little resources they have for storage. If lack of electricity add on to this, obviously it will be a disaster to them.
It will be a disaster to them.
Yeah, because it has happened. I could remember the last time I went to the market, and exactly I was went there to find out about this as well, about storage, about packaging and something like. And this is exactly what they've been complaining about. They do not have it. They've been calling for government to provide them with storage facilities so that they can store their goods and whatsoever. So now they have another problem, and that is electricity. You crying this
Electricity
one
is a
out.
problem, Lipsy.
That's a
Because
scenario.
No, it has nothing to do with the problem. But what I'm saying is,
There's a scenario at our market in Farato.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't there, but when I went to buy chicken for my mom at the market, the vendor
I like the way you pronounce chicken. Say it again.
Oh God, chicken. Okay. For my mother at the market,
Yeah.
and then the vendor told me that he ran out of chicken because some people came and then they were investigating. If your chicken is not frozen, they take everything and throw away.
Wow.
And he explained that the electricity.
How
is
can
not
it be
constant.
frozen?
It cannot be frozen when there's no electricity.
How can it be frozen?
That is a huge loss from that. You cannot buy you cannot stock your market and then spend thousands of dollars and then it's all thrown away because it's not frozen.
That is
All
why
because there is no electricity.
that is why you see these women every day roaming the street, going to corner
for
upon
ice
corner,
blocks.
looking for ice blocks.
Those people, it's
And
food,
how would they able to
it's
get
food
ice
safety.
blocks?
It's food safety.
Yeah.
Those people who are going to vendors checking whether it's frozen or not. What they should do is to make sure that they engage ministries, departments, NAWEC, to make sure that there's electricity for the market vendors,
Exactly.
so that the products are frozen and then good to sell.
I think we will have to.
Sometimes sa dangay jënd sa dangay ut sa sow because xam nga man dama dee ut siwo sow nii.
Yaa ngi ma xajaan de.
Voilà.
Yaa ngi ma
siwo
xajaan
sow laa
de.
de and automatically xam nga ne mënuma koo lekka ba mu jeex for one day.
Si benn fan.
So what I would do is dama ko store on the fridge. Sometimes ñaari yoon wala ñetti yoon last su ma ñëwee ñu ne ma ne yaaxu na because of courant.
It's sad.
Yeah.
It's very, very sad.
I just hope we graduate from this situation.
I think Jacqueline, I think we have to try and invite or even engage the food safety and quality to talk to us about some of this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because come chicken you got no such chicken free sinko you sanic or whatever. The reason why you call sanic because maybe they're thinking it's not safe anymore.
Yeah.
So
it's not healthy. To be honest, it's not healthy. But then
so
it's a loss for them.
Exactly.
It's a
So
loss for
we'll have to do something to see whether we'll invite them someday for them to come to the breakfast show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So coming to the man that talks about system change and eradicating ignorance, that is Mr. Halifa Sallah. Recently, he made remarks that his party will not be part of any coalition just for the sake of changing a face. Now, Mr. Sallah, while stating his party's position on a coalition ahead of the December election, insisted a coalition should be about ending the poverty and injustice citizens are grappling with. Mr. Sallah told reporters on Thursday, "Now we are faced with a new situation that change had come through the ballot box, but many people are saying the change has not brought them what they had desired for themselves. That is why we talk about regime change is a change of government." Now, these are the words of Mr. Halifa Sallah.
Transformative agenda.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Because you just cannot change just for the sake of saying
face,
we want to change President Adam Barrow and bring somebody there. If you have that idea, that person will be the same President Barrow.
We talked about it.
Honestly,
And
will be the same.
exactly.
Will be the same. You should have a meaningful change. You should have an agenda. All right, a system change. Because you reiterate that the system is not good. Political parties, you have your own beliefs that this is the best way. Another person will say this is the best way. So what you have to do is you have to make sure that the change that you are going to bring is a change that is meaningful, a change that have a purpose to the people of this country. Because if at all the change is not a meaningful change, it's not a change of purpose, then it's useless to the Gambian people.
It is.
Honestly.
Quite obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Okay, now let's move on to something that I would love to talk about. Sports. Yesterday was very intriguing at the Independence Stadium. The Queen Scorpions faced Sierra Leone in their home leg. And the girls did very well. And I'm proud as a woman to say that they did very well.
Wow.
Yeah. In the first half, they were dominant. And in the second half, Sierra Leone fired back. See, this guy that they brought in newly, her name is Adama Kante. She's from, she plays at the Spanish league in Spain. Now, she did very well, and she scored her first goal in her first debut for the Gambia. It took her only just 22nd minute. 22 minutes
to score a goal?
That wonderful goal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Adama Kante.
That was
Adama Kante. Okay, Sarah, see, we are now going to face Cameroon. And we all know Cameroon is like the second best in female football in Africa.
Who's first?
Actually, I'm not sure who's first, but Cameroon. And now, the question that we fired back to the coach and team captain Penda was, are you ready to face Cameroon? Because we all know what they're capable of doing. Yeah. And what Penda said was, if they have the support, the courage, they already have courage. Yeah. All they need is support from the GFF. The coach also put out to the press that they need more time to prepare. Yeah. Like before, they only have like 6 weeks to prepare for to go into camping to prepare for their matches. But this time they were lucky enough to have 9 weeks. Wow. And she was emphasizing that they need more weeks to prepare ahead of any game. Sarah here is a wonderful sports person. I think he will be able to elaborate more on it.
Yeah, because I was just trying to see the video of that young lady,
Adama Kante.
Adama Kante. I think the GFF media.
It's Fatoumata, right?
It's Fatoumata.
Sorry,
Okay, Fatoumata.
Yes.
The GFF media had an interview.
That's her.
That's her. Okay.
That's her.
Yeah, I think that's her.
That's her.
Yeah, that's her. She's playing for the. She's playing in Spain.
Yeah.
All right, and then she said she was approached, to play for the national team, and then she obliged, and then she's happy to play for the national team, and I'm happy that she did wonderful.
She did very well.
She did extremely wonderful. I think these are type of talents, that we long yearn for. So, and I think they will make her happy to stay because
her colleagues also said that if they have more of her, they're willing to invite her.
That would be good.
Yeah,
exactly. That would be very, very good.
There is this money Suma Jalbata though, because yeah, it's my sister.
Okay.
Playing in the United States.
Yeah.
That last season, Mojal the best player,
Okay.
and I think they need to monitor Mane as well.
Really?
Mane is doing good. She's definitely doing good.
Okay.
She wears the number 10 jersey. And
Okay.
I'll be a proud uncle. when she
Definitely,
comes.
she would be called up because who would have thought that Fatimata would have been called?
Yeah, honestly.
So they are doing their scouting. They're
Yeah,
looking out
exactly.
for who is good.
Yeah, they
will
have to do.
definitely
You know,
know.
it's high time now. We pay attention to our female football. All right, we have, it's not only on the male side. All right, we have male, men who are players abroad. They are doing scouting for them.
Yeah.
The same way we should do scouting, for the female
For the
team.
female
All right,
team.
because I know there are, talented Gambian women, who are abroad, playing football. These are type of people that we should invest their money, our money in, and then bring them on board so that they can play for a country. Because if they have not scout for this young lady, what will happen? You will be surprised to see her play for Spain. Honestly.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, because she is very talented.
Very talented.
Honestly.
I wish you watched the match yesterday.
And even right now, what we're supposed to do, we have to make sure that we retain her. If not, we might lose her in the future.
Lose her.
Yeah.
What
Just
was
like we might lose Lamin Jaju if we're not careful. Lamin
Exactly.
Jaju that plays for Kazakhstan. I mean,
Exactly.
that
So-
boy
exactly.
is doing wonderfully well.
Yeah.
They even composed a song for him in Senegal. Can you
Yeah,
imagine?
I love
Exactly.
the song.
The boy
Yeah.
is very
Lamin
good.
Jaju is
But they
doing
have a
well.
big tax. You asked about Cameroon.
Yeah.
They have a big tax. A big,
They do.
big tax.
It's
all right.
Cameroon is a big
I will say Mountain Kilimanjaro.
Okay.
Honestly, because you're talking about,
Meaning the-
you're talking about a national team, that plays just like the men.
I tell you.
Sometimes when they handle the ball, you think, no, Kigorla.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. So I think they would do their homework, study their tactics, the way they flow the ball, and then, I respect Bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
you
woman
know,
goal.
Didn't
Yeah.
I tell you?
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
I tell
Bomb is
you
very
the last
good.
time that Bomb
Yeah.
was going to bob them
Yeah,
again?
Bomb is very
And he
good,
did
and
bomb them again.
I
Yeah.
know, and I know if given the resources to prepare earlier,
Yeah.
all right, she will be able to get something.
She emphasized that
from
yesterday.
Cameroon. But in the Gambia here, dañoo xaar ba match bi jege, ñu doog laa wax ne okay demal campaign.
I hope
It's right now.
I just hope it won't happen this
It's
time
right
around.
now.
That's what she hoped
Right
for.
now.
As they called on the
Yeah.
EFF to make sure that they are.
léegi lañ ko war a léegi lañ ko war a dugal camp moom si boppam.
Yeah.
léegi at this moment lañ ko war a jox access. jox ko
Exactly.
xaalis jox ko everything.
Lu nit lu nekk jox leen ko.
am training camp with the girls up to the day of the match.
You see, Sierra Leone, their coach said they have not had a female league since 2017.
Like
And
seriously?
you see, they did so well yesterday.
Wow.
There's only their captain that is playing for Liberia that is keeping fit, but the rest, there was no female league in their country.
Yeah.
Since 2017.
Wow.
So that is very bad. I just
And that
hope-
is a big weakness for them.
that is a big
Yeah.
weakness for them.
A
But
big
see
weakness
them
for them.
yesterday.
Yeah.
They did very well.
Yeah.
It was quite impressive.
Yeah, good luck for them against Cameroon.
Cameroon. And congratulations to Coach Bom. You guys did very well yesterday.
Yeah, Bomb, you got my salute. in fact, I said it, they were laughing. I said, Bomb will bomb them again, and you did bomb them.
And she
So I want
bombed
you to
them
bomb.
again.
I want you to bomb Cameroon as well.
The match ended 1-0, but
Yeah.
1-1. Yeah. But then
Meaning it's
we
3.
qualified to the next round.
Meaning it's 3-1 aggregate.
Yes, it's aggregate of 3.
Yeah.
3-1. Yeah. Thank you very much.
All right, Lipsy, thank you so very much. This is what I had for you guys today. If you want to get more feeds, you can visit our website on www.startv.gm. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Jacqueline. That was definitely interesting. It's nice. It's beautiful. We hope to see you again tomorrow, inshallah, by the grace of Allah.
By the grace of
Jërëjëf, be reminded that you're watching the breakfast show coming to you live and direct from Star TV in Churchillstown. We're going for our break, and then when we come back, we will invite Ndeye Fatou Diouf.
Yéen ñu bëgg jàmm ak salaam yéen a moom lii yéen ñu bëgg réew mi jëm kanam suñu réew lay ndamoo ndamoo suñu réew lay ndamoo suñu réew lay ndamoo suñu réew lay ndamoo Banjul lay ndamoo kon nañu ñaanal ñu ñu jiitu taxawal suñu réew xiifaatu ñi ci ñàkk seen bakkan ñi laagu jàmm ak salaam moo doon seen kaadu ne ñu fàtte démb liggéey tey ndam suñu réew bu ñu yàlla may joxante loxo ay ñu fay ñoo bokk réew mi gaañ ñi ne ñu tey suñu réew lay ndamoo suñu réew lay ndamoo suñu réew lay ndamoo Gambia lay ndamoo suñu réew lay ndamoo suñu réew lay ndamoo suñu réew lay ndamoo Banjul lay ndamoo le ya tara pamarema pora ya tandila bankoma namiro sitanyola bankola nyanto titanola fo atol tenanola bankola doko ngatanyola amul nga amwala badola fok ñu bolo moy aduna ne ñu fàtte démb liggéey tey ndam suñu réew bu ñu yàlla may suñu réew lay ndamoo suñu réew lay ndamoo suñu réew lay ndamoo Gambia lay ndamoo suñu réew lay ndamoo suñu réew lay ndamoo suñu réew lay ndamoo Banjul lay ndamoo Gambia am na ñi fi def jaloore Abdel Kabir Usun Jaay Siñoor Saliba Kuyate Bature Usun Layon Jaay Mawdo Si Musa Ngombiri Bire Kuta Kinte Li ñooy suñu ndaanange kon leen ndamoo ñu ndamoo lalo kewa ni teñu kondamo nendamo suñu réew mi teñu kondamo réew maa ngi ni suñu réew maa ngi ni réew maa ngi ni ñoo leen réew maa ngi ni
Sun shining, I'm warm. How you feeling? Well, I'm home. Couple thousands I just flown, got me feeling some type of way. Embracing this ground, my people, my town. Celebrating with this sound, we are feeling some type of way. I'm humbled that I come from a place like this. So let me show you around, sing it again. So humbled that I come from a place like this. Let me show you around. Smiling Cove, Smiling Cove. Yes, we're repping all day. There ain't no other place like the Smiling Cove, boy. Smiling Cove. Smiling Coast, yes, we're repping all day. There ain't no other place like the Smiling Coast, boy.
You missing out if you ain't from here. And don't be quick to judge from all the things you hear. Plus from a distance, the picture's never clear. People give back, we care. Got so little, but we share. Can't compare, you deke jama burajir. Yene deka yage here. For the nazi din yunye. Tourist yange jabante back and forth throughout the year. By near. A peace of mind, sunny beaches. Love bird watching birds, we got different species. Rich in culture.
Welcome to the last segment of the breakfast show right here on Star TV. Day faatu nuyu nañ la bu baax a baax na mën nañ la juufa ñu xobaay
Samba
maa la ko wax
ay waay kontaan naa
loo ci teg mu neex
good morning Gambia di leen di remind this is the breakfast show waaye di nuyu everybody képp ko xam ne yaa ngi toog di ñu seetaan jamono ji ñu ngi leen di nuyu bu baax a baax waaye Lipsi Cheikh Gueye Bada yow fii nu mu umbee woon dafa am lu ma mbóote dama bëggoon ñu dellu si waat.
mooy lan yaa ngi bëgg a suli mbóot de non yaa ngi bëgg a suli mbóot non wax parce que li fi xumba bari na wax rek yow ñoo far.
moo xam ne li fi xumba di olof bi
lan la
english bi olof bi local language bi.
waaw
english bi olof mooy ban si waat sax oh bu ñoo wax ne
dibéet
bi dañu war a laak olof dibéet exactly yaa ngi doon lan mooy say sa xalaat
man ak yow ñoo ànd.
séeréer nga soo séeréer la soo automatically
non du loolu sax yeah because the thing is ok bàyyi yow waxal
ok
xam nga su ma waxee dafa
waaw da ngaa foog ne maa ngi laa faral ak yooyu
dama laa bàyyi nga waxal sa bopp waaw
non loo leen wax si background bi ba pare kay moom léegi
non waxuñ ko si background bi
that's what you said in the
she's
background.
just coming up with this
No.
Sarah
That's what you said in the background already.
xanaa kon yow da nga ne wax ak keneen
No.
I will surprisingly see someone to come and defend you yow lan what's your take on that
ok man lu ma gis mooy Mr. Sarah they can speak their local language su fekkee ñoom foofu lañ comfortable pour wax because most of the time am na yenn verse yoo xam ne in Wolof you can translate it in English proverbs yoo xam ne mu ngi si Wolof wax ma ko am na yoo xam ne I can go deep into like proverbs because xaw ma si lu bari waaye there are certain proverbs yoo xam ne soo ko bëggee wax pour nit ki mu digest ko understand ko mënuloo ko wax si English
ñaata si ñoom ñoo dégg proverbs.
No, li moo explain man even the English language you want them to speak am na koo xam ne candidate boo xam ne dafa ñëw taxaw speaking some
You want to tell me that they are not comfortable with the English language?
Some of them.
If they're not comfortable with the English
Well,
language,
let them. I will give you an example. Well, I will give you one example. Am na ñoo xam ne they want to speak English just to show you that you can speak English. While boy, you've seen David Colley.
Man, am na yoo xam ne.
Speak Jola. You're comfortable more in Jola. That's the fact.
You
humiliated yourself by speaking English and then you make it error.
You have to the truth.
I said David Colley.
Because dama am yoo xam ne su ma ko bëggee translate into English moo koy waxee it might be wrong. waaye xëy na yow noo koo déggee da nga ne kii lan la mu wax. su ma waxee si olof bi carrément wala beneen language yu.
and I'm telling you am na some of them ñi nga xamante ne listen to me am na some of them ñi nga xamante ne.
yes
the manifestos that they use. ñoom mënuñ koo translate in local languages I'm telling you.
It's not about ñoom. You know
I'm telling you that
it's not about ñoom xam nga la.
they cannot lu nekk si gaz manifesto bi. gaz ñu waxee dañ koo wax in local languages. dañ ko jaxase yëpp.
Sarah,
thank you very much.
There are people ñoo xam ne they do that dañ la ko dee translate.
So I think the standard language we have an official language.
Especially Magi.
We have an official language. Let's use that official language for the debate. ñëpp dégg si. International community bi dégg si.
Okay.
Then media bi. def seen liggéey.
balaa nga ñëw yow balaa nga ñëw.
there are some countries. especially Sénégal bu ñu jegee ñi sax. am na debate yi nga xam ne gars yi dañ ko dee am.
in Wolof.
they speak Wolof.
Let's make Wolof our official language.
No, it's not about.
Let's include it there.
am na ñoo xam ne.
Let's include it there.
Speak English. They don't understand English. But the local language mostly ñu bari ñoo ko de mën a understand.
I will tell you one reason na li tax ma loolu. ma rek ma explain la benn the last debate bi ñu gis between Halifa Sallah and Dr. Ismaila Ceesay at the latter part of the debate. They were given chance I think it was 5 minutes or so ñoom ñëpp ñu laaka in the local language that they're comfortable speaking to.
Now you're coming.
I will give you.
Now you're coming.
No, just wait. The reason why ñu def loolu. Because they feel that there are people out there watching this program.
Yes, now you're coming.
What they were saying.
Lipsy.
What I'm saying is,
if you have said in the beginning that we will not be rambling.
I said that you don't want to listen. I said that.
If you have said that, okay, yes, you agree. You know they can do it on the official language that is in English. At the latter part,
I don't need to use the word latter part.
You also I
don't need to use the word latter part to understand. I said that. And therefore, remember, I said that. I don't need to use the word the sentence to say at the latter part or whatever to understand what I mean. What I'm saying is, you need to understand that English is our official language. We are not saying that they should not speak in English in any way. What I'm saying is, at least debate they should speak in
this
local language.
You should have said
that. You didn't listen. Every political party.
I think, Bas, we have to revisit what Lipsy just said.
No need to revisit. I said this. Remember, I was not condemning. No, I was not saying they should not speak English at all. I never said that. What I'm saying is more they want to work in the local languages
But
for the
Mr.
benefit of those
Sarah
people.
said, moment they have to speak English.
That's what he said.
Without speaking their local language.
No, you based on that alone.
Impossible. Mr. Sarah, it's impossible.
Yeah, now let's go to the
political leader.
Because Mary sound bi rek.
Mama yombal ko.
Mary kaña la ñi.
Mama yombal ko.
Sound bi rek mo leen di yóbbu.
Mama yombal ko.
Ci bi te man mel naa la dulin bi loo ma see boole.
No,
control room are signaling us.
No, dama jug. Yow njufeen nga dama jug. Après li may wax mooy every political leader in this country belongs to a tribe. If you are a Manjago, speak in Manjago. We have Manjagos that are listening. If you are a Wolof, speak in Wolof. Nan upper dollar chillinga wa pour ñoo ñu dégg man sama mom at home wants to know what you are saying. She cannot get it. You speak in English using those big jargons. Man bi nga xamne dem na school sax sometimes da nga wax ma dem suma dictionary bi to find out the word that you
especially ñaar yi Socé Mandinka and Wolof. Ku nekk mo ci mëna for.
Wa upper dollar bi dégg nañ ko. Speak in Mandinka or you speak in Wolof. This is Gambia. Diverse culture.
Time is going.
Wow, okay.
Bala nga dem xam mo wi.
Yow
no please no daf ko bu mbur bi do tierre mo la da ko laalal table bi après écrit ko ci kaw waaw ni la di la mburi
jox naa la cop bi anyway nekk di seetaan tamit with us so ñu dem to the most watched Gambian songs on YouTube.
Wow.
Entertainment fokk ñu dem foofu noonu obviously. Ana Bass ñu dem si Sona Jabate.
What am I seeing? Sona Jabate ñaata views?
20 million views.
Wow.
Globally. ñi nga xam ne ñu seetaan nañ like video. And we are so proud. He is a Gambian, of course.
Wow.
I believe, Mr. Sarah too.
Yeah.
Gambian, love.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is something else. Ñu dem at Benin. Let's go. And that's Gambian child. Dalaba.
Oh boy and Gambian child.
I love this song, you know.
4.3 million views in 2 years.
No, so many viewers.
Views.
Is it about gossiping or something like that? Because when you want to Van, they were talking about him. Yes,
yeah, gossiping, yeah.
So be more
yeah, 4.3 views in 2 years.
Yes, like 4.3 million views within 2 years. ST Gambian Dream Kodobe Kodo. So be mom so amuton million man dina mëna xari bu baax ba
1.3 million.
Yes, within a year 1.3 million views. Okay, and Nobles Pretty Bajuda. Bajuda. Do you know what is Bajuda?
Bajuda means chepe, right? Is it? Yeah.
Okay.
At least not Bisau ñaari yoon. I should know Bajuda.
Oh really?
I was in this place naka in
don't ask us. Don't ask us. I've not been there. I've not been there. So why asking me?
No. Wait. I was in. It's
okay.
Magana. Let's go to next.
Dina ñëw before the end of the show.
Yeah.
So ñu dem si Royal Messenger featuring Joe Stone. Both tamit 3.7 million views within 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah. This is a nice song. All of it sax ñoom ñëpp songs yu neex la. Oh Boy and Gambian Child.
Again.
Chopoti.
Yes,
1.2 million.
In 1 year.
Yes. And Jizzle, Jiwo, Libado, something like that.
Jiwo Labado.
I'm not
in 6 months, 1.2 million. That's wonderful.
1.2 million.
1.2 million.
Featuring Siphon Balde.
We don't even know it, but
yeah, Siphon Balde is a Senegalese. It's a Guinean artist. Siphon Balde. Yeah.
Okay. And another one. That's Oh Boy and Gambian Child again.
Yeah.
Imam. 5 million views.
In 2 years. Wow.
And that's Jizzle again.
From Mafwe.
Yes. It's not written, but you know he's part of the million too.
Okay. And ST Gambian Dream.
ST Gambian Dream.
And ST Gambian Dream again.
Kokoliko. Yeah.
Again Gambian Child.
And Oh Boy.
What's that?
Sama Kunko. I cannot speak. I cannot speak Mandinka. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Royal Messenger Mbugel.
And Royal Messenger again.
Yep. Are you still gonna ask me about Bissau?
Yes.
Now I can remember.
Okay.
I was in Pilung.
I know Pilung very well.
I was
so
in-
far.
I
Do
was
you
in-
know Sabura?
No, don't start asking me people. But I was in
No,
Pilung.
I'm not asking you about a person. Sabura is a place.
Oh, Sabura is a place.
It's a nightclub.
No, I only know this club, this nightclub.
No, no,
Stop.
by Baja.
No, I know this nightclub. Tropical.
Okay.
I don't know. Stop here. I only because Stop is right after Entrada Jabi, because Pilung is Entrada Jabi, so I was just at the back of Entrada Jabi. Yeah, Agresa de Muslimano. Just direct.
Sidi.
Gina nañ ko bu yàgga.
No, getting in. Listen, Lipsy. No, you know what worried me? You know what worried me? She's saying other words while you're just saying
No, but I said aggressive. I said enter the Jabi. Aggressive the Muslimano.
Yes.
It's opposite the mosque.
Opposite the mosque. The Grand Mosque is
The mosque
behind Sabura.
That's good.
Boy.
I'll take you to Bissau.
I've been there twice, but my last visit
Yes.
was horrible. Was the worst.
Okay.
Yeah, because
And you know what?
Now your posters.
They love like Gambian songs. Yes, because there was a time the Mon Nafa, especially ST Bena song. They were. It was so funny.
Really?
I was telling, yes, I took some videos about those people. They were dancing, then enjoying like song. They like a Gambian artist.
Yeah.
They used to play it there.
That's good.
Yes, that was
good.
nice.
Yeah.
Especially if you're speaking Mandinka, because you know nobody source. The same Mandinka that they speak in
Okay, let's go to
Mota guy like Jalibakweta as well. So,
There are so many Mandinkas
they celebrate
there.
Jalibakweta.
And the T-Town Festival, a special featuring Big Far, and the last thing, Sarah Joy. Is it Sarah you?
Sarah Joy is a top. She was a DJ. Sarah
I
Joy.
thought it was you.
Yeah.
Okay. And Big Sam, the list goes on. And you continue to see Benin Tamil. Our festival be Mambugana Fadem. I don't know what the men
Yeah, T-Town. When is the festival? They don't put the date there.
No,
No,
yet.
it's there. It's there.
Oh,
It's there. It's there. It's there.
Up guest DJs, there's
there.
DJ King Mas, DJ Bobo, DJ King Vibes. Ni semua hal lain
And it's
ini
not
deh.
much,
DJ
like $150,
Skyber,
$100
DJ
every day.
Ayan,
Yeah.
DJ. I love it.
On 6 November, Serakunda West Mini Stadium.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
that's-
And another one as well.
that's
Bobu Nonu, I will have to send you that poster. It's a very big event coming up, and it's the Smiling Coast Reggae Festival, one of its kind. It's it's in the making process, and then anything I will let you know, and then you'll.
Yes. And this is Bad Boy Dada, QCT concert, 13th November. And the ticket for advance is $200, at the gate $400, and VIP, like you, Sheikh Gay, $800.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Fonyi Music Festival.
Wow.
Lii dafay xumba.
This one will be good.
Xam nga man lu ma dee neex like ñii seen festival they don't mind about the dust.
Yeah.
faale wuñ ko ndax beeg ak yooyu noonu. xam nga mbir daal affaire bi nu mu gën a tàngee rek noonu la gën a neexee.
Fii la gën a neexee nag.
Yes, fii la gën a neexee.
laaj ñun Sarah knows what I'm saying. During the days bi ñu nekkee DJ di dem up country di dem play. da ngaa dem mu non dafa am nga. da ngaa nekk within the locality mu neex boo xam ne.
non gis nga nekk si up country bi dafa over neex. because there are so many things yoo xam ne nit ñi duñ ko dee bàyyi xel. fii nga dee nekk si town bi de lu tuuti lu nekk nga di ko bàyyi xel waaye ñoom de ci
demal Manjai Kunda Dipa Kunda.
ndax bi jooli di.
non Manjai Kunda Dipa Kunda kóotu Erinjang yi nii ay ñoom Ibo Tam. dama nga laaj leen bal bu seet suñ sañoon mu ñëwaat. su ko defee saa maa si ñoom Saara li ñu jur si critique bi because amuloo ticket xale nga mun loo dugal ci biir bal bu seet ak fi def loo xam ne ay bis mu ñëwaat.
dem nag golf fest.
No, yow,
No, yow mun a fekkewuloo golf seer.
golf seer la.
dama daan dem fuural waaye I did something loo xam ne dama ko regret bu baax a baax Mr. Sarah.
am na ñoo xam ne
dama daan jël fita. di si jël xam nga sorance.
di fita nit ñi.
bi la xamoon.
waaw
su sista yi nga xam ne dañ naan sol lu gàtt.
di leen fita.
so ñu ma daan àndal ay boys leen so dama di jël fita rek di fita gars yi that's bad that's mean. Well, that's
so the Fonyi festival is the cultural one.
Yes.
Is on the 19th.
19th
So the
November,
artist
and the
performance
artist
is on the 20th
Yeah.
at the Block CCF Hall. Yeah,
I
and
love
75 before, and then $100 is after midnight.
Midnight.
Yeah.
I'll see. This is cool.
No, dina ne.
This is cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are urging each and every person getting them support all the Gambians and them support Lady Guy.
I think this one is the same T-Town, huh? Festival.
That's the town, the same one.
And,
Lady Quincy.
Yes.
Fire.
Lady Quincy Fire, yeah.
Fire on this woman.
Season fire.
6th
6th
November
November.
2021. Concert with venue be
Marakisa Youth Center.
Yes.
Center.
And the ticket is $100.
Yeah. That's good.
And the king again. King la de
Jalinaya.
Jalinaya.
And then Jalinaya la buga wasa manan.
Jalinaya.
Yes. Advance ticket will be
And it's live band performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$200
He
and
is good.
Yeah.
I remember at one time.
And I think this is double album launching.
Yeah.
Sembo and
You wanna secure?
ñëw na suma kër ñu waxtaan about his musical career to seek some advice and stuff ñu waxtaan from that day ma understand ndu yi definitely dafa bëgg a dem because xam nga ku bëgg a dem rek mooy seek advice ki nga xam ne moo la jiitu ci affaire ba pare xam nga at least he is connected or whatsoever te that day bi ñu waxtaanee man suma bopp dama ko appreciate not only because ñëw na sax but because what was coming out of him so I will not be surprised ma gis ko up there. Give it up.
And tickets are $200.
Jalinaya, yes, tickets are $200 in advance at the gate, $300 and VIP $1,000.
Yeah.
Saturday, 6th November, live band, Independent Stadium.
And the last but not the least.
Ba pare xam nga man li ma jaaxal léegi fu ñu nekk artistes yi xam nga fu ñu nekk dañ xeeb yenn xeebuñ ko sax laa mën a wax ba like dañ dem ba yëg seen fans yi ne like stade bi fu mu nekk nii moom leen amal daal.
Exactly.
Stadium bi waaw. Because there was a time hall like nga dee dégg hall but ay moom ñëpp a ngi songa stade bi no loolu leneen la. And Lady Quincy Fire, Dancehall Queen, 13th November. La show yambi. The ticket is $100 in advance. At the gate is $150.
That should be Kasumai Lodge.
Yes.
Kasumai Lodge.
Yeah, this is Kubune Yokong concert.
Yeah, Kubune Yokong concert.
At the Kasumai Lodge.
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful.
No, that's beautiful. That's the last part of it.
That was the last.
Yeah.
Okay, then the time bi mom tay mom daf ñu xoj lool.
Yeah.
Time amatut. But thank you and thank you Mr. Sarah and thanks everyone for watching the breakfast show. Jàppalen ko fa tomorrow inshallah sharp 9 o'clock maybe after 11 because ñun mom dañ dé hitch a time. That's it.
Okay. Jërëjëf Madame Ndeye Fatou Diouf. That's wonderful. Lii moom xam naa ne gars yi dinañ ci bëgg bu lool. Di doole ñaax rek balaa ñoo weesu loolu parce que li nga def dafa am solo trop. ñeneen ci ñoom sax realize ne you're doing this for them. yaa ngi indi seen posters yi to talk about the events coming up. xam nga it's something in one way or the other. ne yow yaa ngi ko def to promote Gambian music. You should be applauded for this. And I will tell you to keep it up because sometimes you look at the poster, you see how beautiful the poster is. They are making so much money in this. Yes. No, I'm not even sure you go there, don't they feel. After spending so much money, so much energy, so much time on some of these things. So having someone like you, guy publish and programs. To talk about their programs in a platform like the Breakfast Show. Nga xam ne moom mu lëmbee réew mi jamono ji parce que soo ko ci defee ñu bari dinañ njëkk the event. It's something you must be commended for. Thank you very much and keep it up. We hope to see you tomorrow, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Jërëjëf.
It's a different thing.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I think that was a wonderful presentation.
It was.
Yeah, by Ndeye Fatou, and wonderful presentation also by Jacqueline.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a good team, a very, very good team. Now, Limala waxoon rek la yow moom there is something we need to do. Suñ gaal si moom mooy loolu. Wow. Su ko defee Sarah, I think that does it for this edition of the Breakfast Show. And we thank you very much for tuning in. We're telling you we'll be back next tomorrow inshallah 9 o'clock till 11 o'clock su ko defee ñu gërëm leen bu baax di leen jaajëfal di am mbégte nag saa yu ne suñ demee ba tollu fii parce que dinay doon mbégte dina doon it loo xam ne duñu neex lool parce que bégal leen yégal leen rek moo ñu fay tax a toog dinañ dem ba tollu ci time boo xam ne sax suñ sañoon dañoo continuer ak yéen parce que li ñoo wax li leen soxal la li réew mi bëgg a dégg la waaye xam nga rek affaire yi su dee yaa ngi liggéey ci waxtu am na foo xam ne mënoo koo passé même bu dee bëgg nañoo dem ak yéen ba ci kanam sax waaye lii la ñu waxtu mayoon ci lii la ñoo am li ñoo def mooy jox leen dig daje incha allahu rabbi bu soobee borom bi ëllëg incha allah dinañ jël si bu juróom-ñeneenti yi waxtu yu tegee ci suba ñu programme duppee programme bi le muy The Breakfast Show di leen jaajëfal jërë ngeen jëf Sara Camara la woon Cheikh Gueye lépp si ji day Fatou ak Jacqueline thank you very much